welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef, and today I'm going to show you how to make a frozen chocolate Oreo pie using Pampered Chef's springform pan. So this is kind of like an ice cream cake. It's going to be delicious, and I can't wait to show you guys how to make it. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I hope you'll click the subscribe button while you're here, and also visit my website at theflipflopchef.com. Click the button at the top of the page to find my recipe community. I have thousands of recipes as well as a weekly giveaway every single Friday. So let's go ahead and get started on this ice cream pie. So we're going to use Pampered Chef's Flex Plus. It is 3 appliances in one. They're all cordless. You get a food processor, an immersion blender, and a hand mixer. So you're going to get to see 2 of the 3 appliances in use for this recipe. So I've got all the ingredients prepped, so it shouldn't take long to put this together. So we're going to start by crushing some Oreos. We're going to do that in the Flex Plus. I'm going to zoom in so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. I have our chopping blade attachment inside here. This also comes with a grating and slicing blade. I'm going to put some of the Oreos in here and add our lid to the top. And then we're going to snap in the power wand. And then there is a portable battery that you just snap on the top. And this does come with 2 batteries. I'll flip this around so that you guys can see. When you plug it in, the lights are going to light up, but after 15 seconds they time out, and that's just a safety feature so that you don't accidentally turn this on, since it is a cordless product, and also not to keep from battery running low or running down your battery. So I'm going to flip this around so that it's easy for me to kind of hold on to, and I'm going to press the safety switch on the back, and the lights lit up on this side. I'm going to press the plus sign to increase the speed to high, and I'm going to chop my Oreo. All right, so we've got some good crumbs. I'm going to add some more through the top here and continue to process. All right, I think we've got some good cookie crumbs. We will check and see. Oh yeah, this looks great. So I'm going to set this aside. If you've never seen the Flex Plus before, I have a playlist on my channel and one video that goes through all of the different features, the parts and everything, so that you understand it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this Oreo cookie crumb crust. Whoops, I meant to keep my hand on that. Transfer this to one of our mixing bowls here, and I'm going to scrape out all of the crumbs because you don't want to waste Oreos, right? Oreos are not only America's favorite cookie, but they're my favorite cookie too. So we're going to put those Oreo cookie crumbs in there, and I've got a half a stick of butter that I melted. I'm going to pour that in, and we're going to mix this together. This is going to be the crust for our chocolate Oreo pie. Now, if you guys like Oreos, definitely let me know in the comments. I like the regular chocolate Oreos, but I also love the lemon Oreos. So if you've ever tried those, I know you probably agree. There's so many crazy flavors of Oreos, but I tend to like just those 2 different flavors. All right, so we're going to get the butter mixed in here really well, and then we're going to press this crust into Pampered Chef's springform pan. Now, I'm using all Pampered Chef products today. I am a consultant with the Pampered Chef, so if you see something you like, I would love the opportunity to earn your business. I'll take great care of you and make sure you know how to use all of your products. So this is our springform pan. I'm going to spray this with a little bit of oil using our kitchen spritzer. You just pump the pressure into the bottle, and as it starts to tighten, you're going to feel how much harder it is to press that, and then you know that it's ready to spray. So I'm just going to spray the bottom and the insides of my pan so that this will release really easily after it's frozen. Now when you're done, a really important step to using our kitchen spritzer is to burp it. Let all the air out, tighten the lid back, put the cap on it, and store it in the cabinet. Just don't store it over your stovetop because heat rises and it'll cause that to get really gross, and you don't want to have to clean it, do that big of a deep cleaning. All right, so I'm going to press this into the bottom. So press it from the middle all the way to the edges, and then we're going to make our filling. Now we have some Oreos left behind here, so we want to make sure we get all of that in. And we're gonna make just a really, really simple mixture of cream cheese, sweetened condensed milk, whipped cream, and Hershey's syrup. You guys can handle that, right? All right, let me wash my hands up real quickly because I've got a big mess here. And we'll get our mixture ready to go. I've already whipped the whipped cream. That takes a couple of minutes. I did use the Flex Plus with the hand mixer and the beater attachment. We're gonna use the beaters on another step, so I'll go ahead and show you what I did ahead of time. So that's all ready. Now I'm gonna take our large mixing bowl. If you didn't notice, these are all 3 sizes. So I believe this is 2 quarts, 3 quarts, and or maybe it's 2, 3, and 6. Y'all don't hold me to that. That's why we have the great catalog that I can use as a cheat sheet. We're going to use our hand mixer with this brick of cream cheese, and I did let this soften. So let's put our hand mixer together. So when you're using the beater attachments, one of them has this little disc, and there is an indicator here to show you which side to put that on. When I recorded my first video for the Flex Plus, I missed that and thought that there was something wrong, but there is not. We're gonna hook on our power wand and our battery. And now there's a little bit of difference here. The safety switch is right here, rather than using this one here. On the hand mixer, you're gonna press with one hand, or if you're super talented, you could do this all one-handed. Start on low, and I'm just gonna sort of break up that brick of cream cheese, and then increase the speed on here. And then we're gonna add to this our sweetened condensed milk. So let me just get this all mixed together. All right, now what I like to do is just remove the power wand so that this isn't super heavy, and I can just set the other side on the side of the bowl. So I'm gonna take my can opener, open up a can of sweetened condensed milk, put this up against the front of the can. That way you know when you've gone all the way around. You're gonna twist until you feel the tension release, or until you make your way to the other side of the can. And then turn counterclockwise to release the can opener from the can. There's a little button on the side that has a little claw. You can toss that into the garbage. I'm gonna take one of our skinny scrapers, and I'm just gonna scrape out the sides and add this to our cream cheese. And then we're gonna add some Hershey's syrup. So we're gonna do 2/3 cup of Hershey's syrup. I've got our mini, this is our 1 cup measure all cup. The really cool thing about this is you can adjust how much or how little you're measuring. So 2/3 cup, we're gonna take our Hershey's syrup. Now I know that this is for dry and solid on this side, but I like using it for sticky things like this, and it makes it easier to clean at the end too, because this will scrape out all of the sides. So try not to make a mess here with my Hershey's syrup. All right, and then hold this over the top, press this, scrape it off, and then this is much easier to hand wash. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach my power wand back, turn this back on low. There we go. And then gradually increase the speed and get this all mixed together. And I have an extra battery because this one I used a lot yesterday, so it's not completely drained, but I expect at any moment for it to run out of juice. So we just want to mix this until it's nice and blended. I like to make sure I'm getting the sides, and if you need to, just scrape down the edges like this. Yep, I told you it was gonna die, didn't I? So I love that we have 2 batteries. I'm just gonna pop this one off, turn that off also so it doesn't start out on high. And then I'm gonna let this sort of power itself back, and then increase my speed on here. We're almost done. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold in our whipped cream. And pour this on top of the crust. All right. Now remove your power wand and your battery, and there's a button to release those beaters. I'm gonna toss those in the sink. Let me clean up my space just a little bit here. We're gonna take the whipped cream. So this is not sweetened or anything. This is just 1 cup of heavy whipping cream that I whipped until soft peaks form using that hand mixer that I just showed you guys. So we're gonna just pour this in. Now you may want to save some Oreos to crush and garnish the top of this. You guys are not going to be able to see the finished product during this video because this is going to need time to freeze. So 4 hours or overnight, you want to put this in the freezer. Now, when I'm ready to serve this, you can garnish it with Oreos, you can put sprinkles on the top, you could even put some more whipped cream. I would recommend sweetening the whipped cream if you're going to do more. So I'm just sort of mixing and folding this so that you don't have any white streaks. And I'm going to cover this with one of our silicone lids, which I failed to get out of the drawer. You could use aluminum foil if you like, but I like that silicone lid because I'm not wasting any foil, and it's something I can use over and over again. And those red silicone lids also fit all 3 sizes of these mixing bowls. And these mixing bowls are microwave safe and dishwasher safe. They have a little no skid gripper to keep them from slipping and sliding around on the countertop too. All right, so I think we're ready to pour. So I'm just gonna pour this mixture right into our springform pan here. And I always find a little bit on the bottom that isn't mixed in well. So leave a little bit of batter in there, and then you can kind of mix that in before you pour it. All right, we're gonna just spread this around. I don't wanna waste any of this. So I'm gonna use my scraper to get every morsel of food. So my grandma Muscle, if you happen to watch this, hi Grandma, she calls these child cheaters. She had 9 children, so there was not a fair way to let somebody lick the bowl. So these are called child cheaters. So you don't have to have anybody around, and you don't have to pick your favorite child, right? So we're just gonna spread these around, and then you get to lick whatever might be left back on your scraper. So this is our frozen chocolate Oreo pie. Super easy. I'm going to cover this with a silicone cover, put it in the freezer overnight, and then when I'm ready to serve this, I will put extra whipped cream and Oreos on the top. Stay tuned. You'll be able to see the finished product in my recipe community. So if you're not a member, go to theflipflopchef.com, click the button at the top of the page. It'll redirect you to my group, and you can join the group there, have access to thousands of other recipes, and a weekly giveaway every single Friday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Can't wait to hear if you try it, and I'll see you next time. Take care, you guys.